I went to sleep trying to correct my consciousness. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on and just get out from up under these heavy curses. You know, like I said, I saw Zendaya Coleman. I saw these people, Pierre Holmes or something, Prude Home or whatever. I'm going to do a full video on this shit tomorrow. I saw them with Elaine. Well, anyways, with that being said, whose real name is Elizondo Salazar or something. I think it's all to this bear 70. Anyways, I'm dropping them docs because I'm fed up with this shit and I'm fed up with the mind playing the bullshit. I got an Ingrid Heiberg, Rasmussen, Alkaloid, I just had Satan try to pull me in the position. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I want to be free of this shit, especially this Santa Muerte shit coming from the wetbacks at San Miguel Archangel Botanica at 8704 Broadway. With that being said, they were open today and they're going to be open on Wednesday. And they've been trying to pull me into Santa Muerte's realm. So anyways, I woke up in the middle of the night to see them road spirits. I was trying to, like I say, it started with them fucking with my consciousness. Primarily, them people back in Miracle Mile and shit. People on the PCH, Ingrid Hybrid and shit. So I can get my shit back and be free and clear of these motherfucking curses. You can use 8127 hertz to get curses off your ass. I just want my shit back, and I don't want to be under no motherfucking heavy fucking sacrifice curses, straight up. I woke up in the middle of the night to see like a red motherfucking light out there, and the police helicopter over there, from which I understand I rescued some of Santa Muerte's victims, and I'm gonna tell you how to get rid of the bitch. In order to get rid of her motherfucking evil ass, now I see something going and all this other motherfucking shit. I'm not going to be quiet about this shit. I'm going to just keep, putting it out there, putting it on my blog and all of that. With that being said, the problem with her existence is she's over in control of the Mexican oversoul consciousness. I'm going to say something right now. Without even seeing, I'm going to say something right now. I saw y'all created gods. Them motherfuckers got all fucking evil. Reptilian spirits along with evil spirits from Betelgeuse. So I got like soulless services, some minor. That Wet'sucotl and them fell from, who were back in the day, manipulate them. They got spliced with Egyptian genes. Cometian genes, and that's how they got created. And they were manipulating them, making them work hard so they can feed off of them falouche, making them sell people who they done killed, sacrificed and all of that. Them fucking pyramids they had, which came from us, were all fucking bloody and shit. I don't know if our DNA got stolen and was used to create them. But some evil shit, and even the Mayan gods, they were more positive, but they were trying to control them, but in a more positive and, less conspicuous manner. And so with that being said, them motherfuckers didn't have their higher chakras. That's why a lot of them do predatory, low vibratory, pedophilia shit and all of that, until God himself came along and gave it to them. Them motherfuckers are, composed of the primordial darkness. I hear shit talking outside as I fucking talk. The reason why I say that is because, if you look at their fucking creator gods and you look at Southeast Asian demons, you see the correlation. So with that being said, I'm being told this Ingrid Heiberg is protecting me. I don't want to be stuck to no motherfucking curse. There's something weird going on. Anyways, that's why they have this dark, they have a culture that I talked about it on my blog years ago. like saying the word they over them. And that's part of their oversoul consciousness. And I'm going to say something right now. Their creator gods are so fucking evil, they're not even allowed in the spirit plane to snatch them up when they die. Like when, black people, we have our gods. We got Obatala, we got Aladumare, we got Ogun, we got Oshun, we got Oshango, Yemeya, we got Anubis, we got Ra, Osiris, some of my ancestors, Nefertiti, Cleopatra. They can come and swoop us up. The Norse creator gods, I've worked with them before. They bad motherfucking cool. But part of my past life ancestry was Sweden. Swedish in the past life, so that's still strong. Plus, I have a lot of Anglo-Saxons, so I got the Knights Templar who happen to be under the Baphomet in my timelines as well. With that being said, Thor, Aphrodite, Heke, which I'm supposed to be a sacrifice version of the incarnation of, some bullshit. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this curse. I just want this shit off. I want my blessings back, and I just want this shit off. And everything kosher for me and my motherfucking family. I even had a dream about my parents going back to the August 22nd, 2022 timeline. They got obliterated, so use 3517 hertz, 3571 hertz, 1117 hertz, along with 800 hertz, which is used to revive dead bodies. That 117 and 800 hertz can. The other ones are used to revive spirit bodies, to revive them in that August 22nd, 2022 timeline. This wetback bitch who's associated with these people here. Keeps trying to pull me into Santa Muerte's realm. I got an Estevez Lorenzo for the one in green, like I mentioned. Those are the ones, she's the one that keeps trying to pull me in as a motherfucking sacrifice for the Santa Muerte shit and kill me off. I heard that evil bitch out there say patience and all that motherfucking shit. She the one that keeps trying to sacrifice me off and kill me off for Santa Muerte and all that shit. And she's the one that's associated with the Rita, who I got a tarot reading from at that San Miguel Archangel Botanica shop. Is with that being said, you know, I got all this evil ass shit. I'm a very strong woman and, you know, healthy woman, young woman, and I got all this evil shit going, you know, trying to kill me off. Meanwhile, this bitch going back, motherfuckers living high off the hog and every motherfucking thing else, you know, especially going back to that May the 1st, 2020. Something happened. Seeing the Grim Reap and everything else. Evil motherfuckers trying to take my ass artificially for no motherfucking reason and kill me off as a sacrifice. With that being said, I had the devil, whose real name I know, nearly try to fucking possess me. And the minute I mention it, I start hearing... I ain't trying to get into that motherfucking fight with what I was about to reveal about them, but I may do it later on. Because that shit involves God, real name I know, and I ain't trying to get into all of that. But anyways, with that being said, when you die, she the only one, even if you haven't done any wrong, this is how fucked up Santa Muerte's existence is, who can come and swoop you up as a sacrifice or whatever. Me and my roach spirits, you know, motherfuckers are trying to eliminate, you know, who, I was able to retain some of them. And I was using, I kept getting attacked by these people with this roach realm shit. All you have to do is use 7,000 hertz along with 1150 hertz. I nearly got pulled into that a couple of days ago. By them people on a PCH Ingrid hybrid or something, along with 7,000 hertz, which can be used to get rid of them, and they'll torment you by perpetually sending fucked up spirits your way. So all you need is 142 hertz. I kept hearing my dad astral projecting out here, and hearing entity attachments of my dad. It's got something to do with that August 22nd, 2022 timeline. Anyways, the problem with Santa Muerte is, like, one of the stories I heard with one of her victims, who me and them roach spirits protected, is that she got, she was the victim of rape. Now, the problem with Santa Muerte is, she never existed. Like in Obatala, like in Oshun, like in Yemaya. So she ain't got a consciousness of her own. She ain't like our Orishas or Baron Samedi. With that being said, she's a topa, what the Tibetans would call a thought form. She is not hard to get rid of. All you need, which I got there, is frankincense and myrrh, or black tourmaline. That could be used to get rid of her easily. And unlike other real gods, she has to attach not only to the Mexican oversoul consciousness, but to your some heavy shit if I got the devil on me. This is evil. This is very fucking evil to be plaguing me like this. Alright, no sacrifice. But anyways, she has to attach to your higher to highest self to have any meat to her. So with that being said, one of her victims that I saw was a young woman who had gotten raped. And in the middle of the night, what she does is she comes in and fucks with your consciousness. She comes into your consciousness, and if you are Mexican, because she controls your Mexican oversoul consciousness, she has direct access to it. And you got three different Santa Muertes that rule over things. You got the one that controls the spirit plane. Then you got the one that controls the physical plane. And then the astral plane. So with that being said, they had a young woman who was the victim of rape who got pulled into her realm in the middle of the night. Same thing with a former LAPD officer. Just pulled him right through his consciousness, but the man was Jewish. You know, I remember having a vision of Jewish ancestors coming to me saying, get under Mashi. But the true Jews, Israelites, are black. We are the people of God. You know, like they say, hair of bronze, hair of wool. I'm looking for my rings here. Somebody been coming in doing weird shit, or else some spirit took it. Oh, here it is right here. That's one of my rings. Get under Mashi, you know, the hair of wool. And a guy by the name of John Lerman, who met the demiurge, say the same. Came in the middle of the night, got these people by fucking with your consciousness. There's mind control, anti-mind control shit you can read to get rid of her. I believe 8147 hertz could be used to get rid of her. But I know black tourmaline works because she's an energy vampire, just like the people she runs, the Mexicans. You know, I know this 960 hertz, like this wetback, Maria Tavares, can be used to work on her, but she'll do something so it'll fuck up some of my spirit team. Or fuck with them. Because I work with both light and dark. So with that being said, you know, I'm just going to say, because the origins, a lot of them I find, they don't like blacks because their main creator god, Quetzalcoatl, would shapeshift into a white man. The god of everybody else, the demiurge of everybody else, their demiurge is separate from the rest of humanity, is a man again with hair of wool, skin of bronze. When they saw the conquering Spaniards, they thought that was their god returned. That's why they worship white people to this day. That's why they don't like black people and call us mayates. They see us as competition. And I'm just speaking the motherfucking truth. So anyways, with that being said, one of the people who me and them roach spirits, they keep fucking with them as well, attacked was a young woman, who reported a wet bag, fellow wet. A lot of these motherfuckers talking about insisting on incarnating me. This evil shit I be hearing as a wet bag in my neck. Ain't no way. And I don't look. Next lifetime, black. I'm coming back as black. There's nothing like the love of a black family. Or I would never come back as no motherfucking wetback because there's not that kinship. there's like a distance and a joint that, you know, like I said, I saw them people origin. I don't want anything to do with that shit. Just write that shit right the fuck on clean off. You know, that's why they you know, they engage in the worst type of fucking magic. Do the worst type of fucking the darkest magic with that roach realm shit. Like, I'm trying to figure out if it's kite Jews or whatever. You know, I got a great-great-grandmother who was German, Jewish, Ashkenazi. He looks a lot like me. With that being said, I'm trying to figure out who the fuck put that shit on me. You know, like I say, I don't want to be tied to no motherfucking curses. I want my shit back. I want to keep stealing my consciousness and all of that shit. You can use 1714 hertz, 1715 hertz, along with 295 hertz to get your shit back. So anyways, with that being said, one of the people that we rescued are them roach spirits. Them poor little things be doing everything to go against their nature. And it's the saddest motherfucking thing. I love them little things to death. Like they family. One of the people that they rescued was a young woman. I just saw the taupe outside. I just saw the taupe outside. When she saw my road spirit, I just saw a big table right there. She saw, nah, I don't want that motherfucking shit. Her and her followers and really, you know, her victims. Anyways, we were rescuing. With that being said, one of her victims, I was even told by Baron Samity, the worst he saw, like he don't do this shit. Him and his high self. They'll fuck with adults all day. And Baron Samity, you know, like I said, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm black, he would have made the curse he had on my motherfucking black ass even worse. The worst they saw was a 2-year-old baby trapped in Santa Muerte's realm because they don't have any oversight because she's a topa. So anyways, one of the people we rescued was a young woman who had gotten raped by a cousin, a wetback cousin of hers, fellow wetback. I just saw a face outside too, so I'm used to seeing shit at this point. I'm gonna play 3517 hertz. You know, for Barbara and David Rain or whatever their name is. I think it's these people here. For they shit, all you need to do is play 142 hertz, 145 hertz if they inundate you with roach attachments. That should change that shit back to what they are. Like I said before, and like I expressed on my blog on Topless LA in LA, which I plan on, you know, putting out this shit tomorrow immediately. I got some paintings I got to do and all of that. I can only... You know, I don't have a spirit team that's been trying to work with me. They supposedly took my Archangel Michael because he was already all fucked up and shit because he wasn't doing his job. Ain't none of the shit I got around me trying to do their motherfucking job. That's why, you know, I wanted to do a video. I actually saw a video on YouTube about it, you know, want to talk about soul swapping. And I plan on doing something about that. You know, this shit's so fucking drastic. I was told if I didn't sleep with the light on, these people here... ...4 695 hertz to see would have came in and changed all my entity attachments out to their ancestors so I could never get out from up under this curse. Roach attachments of them primarily. And I want to be curse free. I don't want to be tied to any fucking curse. I just want my blessings. My own spirit team keeps writing me off because they keep unfairly trying to put me back together in a way that's... They're not even trying. I have to like literally use my energy to pull them. You know, they see what's going on and they're not trying to block it, except the worst, which is to keep me alive. And from what I understand, going back to the August 22nd, 2022 timeline, next week or this Monday or probably tomorrow, they plan on blocking me fully from ever being able to get back into my body. You can use 808 hertz if you've been soul swapped to get back in your body. But I try to make sure everything is keen. So with that being said, she got pulled out, the rape victim got pulled out in the middle of the night, out of her head by Santa Muerte, and pulled into her hell realm. And she got giant cockroaches overseeing her, or crabs or something, sliming on her. I was told how her realm is. I've actually seen it. I've seen like a skull. Some of these inhecates affixed to my face. It has something to do with that Zendaya Coleman wanted me as a sacrifice for Heke and B come in the face, going back to that August the 22nd, 2022 timeline of being Heke ad nauseum. You know, and this is going back to after May the 1st, 2024. They were trying to rescue me from the Santa Muerte bullshit. And one day here,